Hello, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hi. I had a conversation with Resiners, and you have to excuse that noise, that was my chair, and they offered me the Dual-Head Resin Mixer. I'm glad it said it on the screen because my brain just went woohoo, and I said, yeah, I'd love to review it, but I'll be honest, extremely honest, and I won't be mean, but I will be honest. If I don't think it's the right thing for me, then I'll say so. And I did say to them I hadn't opened it. Well, I haven't actually opened the mixer till today. I opened the goodies though, because, well, pretty stuff. I mean, flowers, tweezers, and that's not all. I opened this box, and there's this. Now, if anybody knows me, knows that I used to work in a nursery at some point with special needs kids, and they gave me jigsaws to fix. Yeah, I used to pass them on to the 2 to 3 year olds because I couldn't do them. And this is a jigsaw. You will see my plight later on when I'm trying to put 4 pieces together. 4, just 4. Anyway, there is some lovely little brushes and some more tweezers, and there's also some glitters and some shiny sparkly stuff. So I thought, well, I'll do that today. Now this mould is a set of hands, a pair of hands, whichever, holding a jigsaw heart. Now, of course, me being me, I'm not going to do pink hands. I'm not going to do human hands. I'm going to do green hands. They are Grinchy hands holding his heart. Ah, yeah. I know I'm weird, shut up. But I've got glitter in it already because one of the pots was just slightly open, so it had left a bit out. I'm telling you now, I'm having a bad hand day. You'll probably notice that every now and again I'm having to really rub my wrists or my hands or give them a bit of a quick wriggle because they're in a lot of pain today. So actually, this is a good day to be testing this because I want to see how good it is with somebody that's got bad hands. And I'm also going to see how good it is to try and put it together without using the instructions. Because not everybody can follow instructions. I struggle with that, I know I do. Words jump around on the page, so it's like, what? What'd that say? And my processing time isn't always great. And I also wanted to see if, like most men, I could put it together without any instructions and not have somebody nagging at me, look at the instructions. Because we all know you men, you don't do it with the instructions and then you look at it and think, oh God, what have I done? And then have to go to them. So yeah, today I am man. I'm going to give you that little tip now. I am man. I've had this thing upside down. I've had to refer to the instructions. And you know, it's not the machine itself, it's me. Yeah. So there's the instructions, or destructions, or whatever you want to call them. And I then go and shove them to one side because I'm not doing that. And in here is the paddles. Now, I don't know what I was thinking, but I actually assumed there was only one set of paddles. But there isn't. There's 2 sets of paddles. A small one and a big one, and they're really quite sturdy. In fact, I pushed it that hard I thought I was going to break it, but nope, didn't do it. So yeah, 2 sets, which is great, because no doubt I'll lose one at some point. Did I say that out loud? It'll end up in a safe place, there you go, that's what I'm saying. And you get screws and little feet and a screwdriver. Now, the screwdriver, I really should have used something electrical because I really struggled with that screwdriver because it's tiny. And I'm just playing with these sticks. I'm like, oh, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. And this is the cable to charge it with. At this point, I did not realise it was hands-free, power-free. It was the word I can't think of right now. Yeah, that one. You don't need the power on it for it to work. That's what I'm trying to say. So I emptied the box, of which I will use again later if I don't pack it away because I have to move everything around. And I have got the top, no, the bottom, of which at the point I'm holding it, I'm thinking, is the bottom? And then I'm thinking, oh, is it the top? Yeah. This is stuck down with some sort of cling film type thing. I needed scissors to get this because my fingers just wouldn't grab very well. And it's a really nice mat actually, it's quite thick. And when you put the cup on, it's really quite sticky, so your cup don't just tipple over. So yeah, I'm getting scissors out because I get up. Me and wrappers just aren't friends. And I noticed that this has got two little like bits that stuck to it, but I put it on the top and I thought I'll leave it there. And this is where I start to put it together upside down. Because, yeah, I'm not reading the instructions. But it did kind of, it looked okay. It's just, I'm thinking, what have I done here? Why can't I screw that bit into there? And what's happening? I mean, this bit were alright. Other than the fact I couldn't actually push properly. Like I said, my hands are really bad today. So I struggled. And I'm thinking, well, how am I going to get that screwed into there? And what am I doing wrong? So I'm really looking at it thinking, what? What am I doing? It's my brain trying to process what I'm doing. It's sometimes it just does not work. I mean, you've heard me all talk before. I talk rubbish. And when I'm trying to talk and do something at the same time, oh God. But I did do this as a voiceover because I went back to go and listen to the video because I was going to leave the noise in of the actual machine to let you know that it's not very loud. But I forgot I was actually listening to a podcast at the time. So I couldn't figure out how to get rid of that and keep the sound. So yeah, that didn't work. And yeah, you've probably got this music on twice now as well because I think I've got to go back and edit this bit off. Oh well. I can't get these screws in these holes for love nor money. And it's hardly surprising because I'm doing it wrong. I'm a Burke. I really am a Burke. What was I thinking? And because the handle's really small, I couldn't grip the handle very well. So, like I said, if you are going to put this up by yourself and you've got bad hands, use an electric screwdriver or something with a bigger handle. It'll help. For all you normal people out there, it'll be done in seconds. And I mean seconds. Don't take the notice of how long I'm taking. This is me. See, it's killing my hand just trying to hold that screwdriver. And because my hand's hurting, I'm also not concentrating on what I'm doing. So this is where I go and refer back to the instructions. And I look at it and think, oh, you dum-dum. You absolute dum-dum. I twigged then. I'm doing it wrong. I'm an idiot. So yeah, do it this way. A lot quicker, a lot easier. And I know I've sped this up, but if I hadn't, would have been here all day. And you can't see where the top is because I didn't realise I'd left half my arm in there. So then there we go, I shift it, and you still can't see. But you can see the holes at the bottom. I can now get these in. And I'm going to just skip this bit because all you see is my arm. So I've got it together. And I'm just finishing off because I had to stand up to get to it because I couldn't see what I was doing. And so I just finished off screwing it tighter so it's not so wibbly wobbly. And when I'd done that, I then turn it over and try and find a space on my desk. Because as you can see, there's lots of stuffs. Mainly pens and my stuff that I've made or about to make, or glue, and a cry cut that sits there looking at me jokingly, as if to say, nah, you wasted money. Because I don't use it. I don't know how to use it. Oh well, basics. But yeah, this is the bit where I've had to cut with the scissors, which I think I should have done anyway. I didn't actually take notice if I had to cut that bit or not, but I did it anyway. And watch this for being a dummy. I'm trying to get the whole thing through that one bar. Duh. So yeah, I finally twigged and pushed it through the proper way. And I am finding it hard to push the little buttons to get it up and to push them to get it down. But that's a me day. I think I'm struggling because my hands are hurting. See, again. And I'm then looking at the back. There's the power thing, and that's the button to eject the paddles. Now this, I was being way too gentle. And the reason I say that is because you have to give it a little bit of welly just to push them in. And because I didn't want to break it, because it's new and it's all shiny, I was being super gentle. I mean, yeah, it was like, no, that's not going in. That's not going in. And I'm thinking, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So guess I do. I go back to the instructions. And the instructions very simply tell me, push it in till you hear the noise. And I'm thinking, oh, I didn't actually hear a noise. Maybe I'm doing it wrong then. So yes, I do say read the instructions. Because look at that, they came straight out. So yeah, I referred back to the instructions. And there it is. That's where the light bulb hit. Push it hard. Not gentle. You've got to hear that click. It's like a proper mixer that you've got for your food, only a bit bigger. So yeah, that one I went straight in because I'd done a bit more force. But I am struggling with my hands, so it's a bit of a but I do get it in. As you can see, I put a thumbs up to myself. I'm like, what are you doing? So I've put it down. Why? Why did I put it down? No idea. Because I needed it to be up. But this is where I'm saying I'm going to find a socket so I can get the cable to be wired up. Because I want to see how far it'll go. And it reaches just right. There's maybe a little bit more. So now I'm on to doing my what's that called? Modular? iModular? Yeah, it's good resin. I usually pay about $49.99 for those big bottles. I will put it in the description because I cannot remember how big they are. But yeah, you can see how big they are in my hand. So I'm doing about 7 ounces, which I have no idea how much this holds. And actually, if I'd have used all of it in that mould, I probably would have made it just with that. But I didn't want it too thick because it looks quite meaty, quite deep. I thought I don't want to go too deep in case it fast cures. Fast cures? That's not the word. But yeah, I switched it on slowly because there's dials that you can't see. You'll see them later. and I do it slowly so it don't jumpstart the whole thing. And I actually went and did some dinner. Sorted the dinner out while I left it mixing. They were like, oh, I don't have to sit here for like 10 minutes mixing it up, getting cramp. So I come back, still mixing. I'm like, okay, I can do it now. And my light just conked out on me. So now I'm trying to show you the dials. So both sides work, but you only have to use one at a time if that's only what you're using. And of course that's all I'm using. So this is where I've left it and come back. So now I'm slowly turning it down, because I thought I don't want to go too fast slow and then incorporate bubbles. And can you see that green right next to that unicorn mat? Yeah. And here's me being a dummy, nearly said something else, and trying to take the paddle out without pressing the button. My brain was not functioning, and I just couldn't press these buttons. Oh, they would not work for me. And I'm thinking, can I take that one out? Can I? And actually, thinking about it, I didn't really need both paddles in when I'm only using one side. So that's one for me to think about next time. And so eventually I do get this to slide up. I can't get my fat fingers in there. And I actually just left it to drip for a minute or two and let you watch it drip for a minute or two, because it was quite fascinating. And I was going to put some of the colour, the clear, into those little paper cups, and then I thought, oh, that's not going to be enough. So I scrape a bit off the paddle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over the cups so it doesn't drip all over my mat. Although it can drip all over the mat, I just thought it would save me some time. I still ended up getting it on mat, so, waste of time. Just left it to drip in there while I faffed about with my resin. Now, there are micro bubbles in this, but a lot less than what I do when I'm mixing it. And don't get me wrong, this iModger is good resin. And most of the time, bubbles out of all the moulds, except for the handmade moulds, I don't get bubbles. And again, today I forgot to poke the blooming hippo. So that's again my fault. So I'm just going around the sides, because I had almost forgotten to scrape the bottom, scrape the sides, just to make sure that it's all incorporated. And then I'm going to split the cups in two, because it's a lot of resin together. And again, you don't want it to that word again. Heat up too much and do something. That's the one. I'm sure everybody's shouting at the screen right now as to what I'm trying to say, and I am sorry. But you've been here long enough to know my brain don't compute. So look at this green. Oh, and I meant to say those dots that's flashing on there, that's telling me it's charging. When you get 4 dots lit up, it's charged. So that's brilliant. But this green, oh, do you know if they made that into a chocolate, I'd be in heaven. No, I don't mean chocolate resin either. I mean that chocolate, that colour. Oh. So I'm pouring it into the hands, and I'm not going too deep on this, because like I said, I don't flash cure. Oh, there it is. It's popped into my brain. Flash cure. Didn't want it to flash cure. There you go. Oi, blaming Nora. So yeah. Good grief. It's a lovely colour in this, and it's going in nicely, and I'm just tapping it a bit. I don't know why I'm tapping it, but you'll notice as well that I don't wear gloves. There's a reason I don't wear gloves. It's a health reason. It's my own reasons, and I'm not here to tell anybody to do this, do that, do other. We're all adults. I mean, I'm from that time zone where kids were in bed in cots with lead-lined paint, that kind of thing. So don't do as I do. I do recommend PPE. Just don't go picking on people when they don't. You don't know what that reason is. There may be a very good reason why that person is not wearing gloves. And as you can see, my hands are bad. And trying to get gloves on and off is awful. So yeah, please just be a bit nicer to folk. There's always a reason for something. It's not just because people are lazy. But that's 2 pots of that in. I kind of got a little bit carried away. It wasn't thick enough for me. Really wasn't thick enough. And I wanted it to bling. Really bling. And I think it does. Because I didn't want to put any colour in separate to the actual confetti glitter. I just wanted it all just to sparkle. And I'm trying to find my little tool now just to go around the edges and to make sure I didn't get any bubbles in the right angles, because the mixer's done really well not to incorporate bubbles in, and I've tried to be careful not to get any bubbles in, but I've noticed because I've not had to mix by hand, it is actually a little bit better. So all that time I've been saying, you don't need this, you don't need that, I'm actually kind of glad I've got it. So now it's cured. And that green. Oh my god, that green. I loves it. I don't know whether to put a sticker on it or not. I don't know. And put Grinchy on it or something. But yeah, this is where you're going to see me try and put a 4-piece blooming jigsaw together. And I'm telling you now, it was hard work. It was very hard work for my little brain. 4 pieces. That's it. 4. What is wrong with me? I mean, that bit on its own looked like a heart. Well, a human heart. A real one. Not a cute, cartoony heart. And this came out lovely. The bottom was still a little bit soft, so I just got my mat from over in the corner just to stand it on, because it felt a little bit sticky. So it wasn't quite all there. A bit like my head. I'm not quite all there. But look at this. I can't do this jigsaw for toffee. I'm like, but this don't fit there and that don't fit there, and my brain was telling me one thing, my hands are telling me another, and I'm like, what? Confused? If you could have seen my face. I was like, how can a grown adult woman sit here and get confused over a 4-piece jigsaw? So yeah, bad brain day, bad hand day. And then I'm trying to fix it together in different angles. I'm like, but that don't make a heart then. What are you doing? I mean, in my head, I knew the top 2 had to go together, the bottom 2 had to go together. I just couldn't figure out how. I'm an absolute muppet. And then it was like, oh my god, there it is. Oh, I'm dead chuffed. I actually went, yay, out loud. But look at that. How cute is that? I love that. I'm a bit sad, aren't I? I like Grinch. I can't help it. So it had to be green. I'm not doing normal pink or whatever colour skin you want to have on it. It's just not me. I want green. And this hippo is a nightmare for me to get out. Oh, like I said, my hands, youch. But there's bubbles underneath his chin because I didn't put the stick in. So, oh well. I'm going to colour his eyes and colour his ears, and then I'm going to stick a few bits on it afterwards, take a few photos and things. But would I have bought this if I hadn't tried it first? No. Because I thought I was right and I thought I could do it without one. I mean, you can. Don't get me wrong, you can do it without one. But because of my hands, yeah, I would buy it because I needed it. So, yeah, that's me saying, would I buy it? Yeah, I would. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye!
In a world of shadows, light does sing. Goth unicorn with a blackened wing. Happy she dances under moonlit nights, creating beauty, spurring on delight.